Hey, good morning, y'all. So today we're gonna do a little chat with y'all. We figured, we kind of
A
instead of the
little
live
chat
thing,
with Gary and Mary.
yeah. So that's it. We're gonna start this chat off this morning. I want to show you something. This little Chinese four wheeler we've had now for about 3 years, and I have never changed the oil in this thing or any. Pretty much, we haven't done a whole lot to this thing. We changed the carburetor on it when we first got it, and we've changed the carburetor one other time since then. But look at this oil, y'all. This is we haven't touched this thing pretty much. I mean, we've changed some tires and just little stuff like that. But this just to show you how good these little Toto four wheelers are. Like I said, I've never changed the oil or anything in this thing because this oil just, I mean, it's really clean. This thing hasn't run in a couple of months now.
Yeah.
And, because we had an issue with the bolts on the back of the axle back here that we showed you in one video there where we had to replace them. So I get the bolts replaced.
They're falling apart.
And here, Mary's glasses just fell apart. So we get the bolts replaced down here. As you can see, we got the 2 new bolts in there right there. And now we just got to change the 2 chain adjusters on it. Sorry, I got a hair. And but it does. I mean, after sitting that long, we charged the battery up, and this thing just fired right on up. And then we decided to check the oil this morning, just because it's been so long. And sure enough, the oil looks like brand new.
Yeah, that's crazy that we have been changed the oil and it's still that clean.
And this thing, I mean, we have beat on this thing. I mean,
yeah, and the kids.
Kids that get on it, and, they get 3 or 4 of them on it. And granted, it's only a little 125, but, man, I gotta show y'all. Let me show y'all this four-wheeler here.
It's been a trooper for us.
It really has.
Free.
And it was free, yeah. Guy told us it wouldn't run. And he said, just come get it. He said, I don't feel like messing with it. It was a cheap four-wheeler, and he said the kids are pretty much done playing with it. So he just said, come get it. So we came and got it. Granted, we put a light bar on it, so the wintertime, you can see real good. Of course, it was another free light bar. But yeah, it's been awesome little four-wheeler. So I also wanted to come over here. Let's get Mary back in here. So the other night we had a chat. I was telling you about, the trailer got the wires ripped out of it. So when my buddy was telling me he came over here and fixed it, I was like, no way, he didn't fix it. I could still see all the wires hanging out. Well, come to find out, he actually did fix it. Even though we could see the trailer on camera, we couldn't see this back part. And come to find out, he was really here. I didn't move the cameras over to the tail end of the trailer to find out if he was really here or not. But yeah, he was here. As you can see, look underneath here, he's already replaced the wiring that was bad. And, that got tore up. So he just got it all together now. So I just got to, pretty much, I'm just going to tape it up for now. And then up underneath here. So I'm going to show you what's up underneath here. So underneath there, you can see this. Let me hold the camera here for a second, hon. So right here, you can see this dovetail right here. So right here is where all everything catches right here on the tail end of this trailer. If you catch a curb or just the dirt just wrong, it grabs a hold of the wiring and it'll pull everything loose. So now that he's fixed the wiring, basically I'm going to tape it all up, zip tie it, and then I'm going to put a metal plate from right here to right here. We've got some metal that we had given to us a long time ago, and I've been hanging on to it for a long time. And so we're just going to cut a piece of metal. I've got a tool coming in tomorrow that cuts that metal pretty good, instead of using a grinder and having to deal with all that. So I'm going to end up putting that up there, but I'm going to tape all the wires up. So thanks to Thomas, one of them stand-up guys that, he broke it and he felt like he needed to fix it, and he came over and fixed it.
Yeah, and sorry, Thomas, that we didn't believe you.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But you did, and we appreciate it.
So yeah, he you know, and that's the thing, folks. Is, you know, if you borrow something from somebody and it breaks on you, even though it may or may not be your fault, fix it. It's that easy. You know, just do the right thing, because the right thing always pays off.
That is so true.
You know, because I know if I borrow something,
keeps you a good karma. So.
Yeah, and if I borrow something from somebody, that's what I do. Even if it's not my fault, you know, if it's something like, you know, that they knew was going to break, and then they try to come back to you and say, well, you need to pay for it all. Well, I'll pay at least half of it, you know. But like in this case here, I didn't really even expect him to do this. I really didn't, because I knew the wiring was back here like this, and you know, stuff happens. And, you know, I happen to have all the wire and everything else for it, so I wasn't really stressing it too bad. But the fact that he came over and did it, I mean, that...
Look at it. It's good, man.
That impresses me.
That's awesome.
You know, I don't care what it looks like underneath here. You're not going to see it anyway, so... like I said, we're going to tape everything up and zip tie it all. And
put that bar up here.
And put that plate up here, and that'll stop that problem from happening again. I don't know why I didn't do it before this, but... It is what it is. So
it does happen.
Yeah, let me get out of this. I feel like I'm
claustrophobic. Let's get out of the sun.
Yeah, let's get over here again.
Let's get in this shade. It's starting to get hot already, guys. So we're gonna pull you out of here, and we'll continue talking to you.
So I've been over here in this. You know, the heat lately has been too much.
I don't know where he's going, guys. He just keeps on going back and forth. We're supposed to be chatting with Gary and Mary. He just wants to go.
I had to go get my drink.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the heat has been crazy. Even though we got the AC hooked up, I just haven't found an adapter to be able to hook the ductwork up yet. So, and, you know, being this is Junk to Gems. I'm not going to pay for one.
Yeah.
You know, somebody will give me one, or I will find one somewhere that just needs a little help, and I'll make it happen.
Oh, yeah. It'll happen. It'll come through.
I mean, just like building the shop, you know, I said, okay, well, I put it out there in the world and said, this is what I want to do. I want to have a shop out here, and this is the way it's going to happen, and I'm going to do it for free. And sure enough, I have done it for free. I mean, I probably got $20 into this shop.
I mean, screws and stuff like that.
Yeah, just buying screws, yeah. All the rest of the stuff was all free.
Yeah.
He's
getting attacked by ants, guys.
Yeah, ants are killing me down here.
Yeah, these ants out here, we haven't sprayed or anything out here. These little sugar ants, looks like.
Yeah. Like every now and then you'll feel one. Every now and then you'll feel one bite you, but for the most part, all they do is crawl on you. And I don't know what they're trying to get out here, but...
Yeah, they love this slab for some reason too, guys.
So
not shake so much. It's shaking a lot. Sorry, guys.
Update on the kiddo. We want to thank everyone that has been you know, making the donations. I mean, because I'm telling you, even the dimes and the you know, the quarters help a lot. I'm telling you that all that stuff adds up.
Yeah, but we really want to, and that's another thing that we really wanted to do this.
Just thank everyone.
Is to thank everybody that's even supported this.
The prayers,
and
all
the prayers,
really
and all the shout outs on everybody's channels.
Yep.
There was White Rock Homestead.
Yep.
There was the Robertsons, Belly Acres. That did it.
Simply Jan Homestead.
Simply Jan's been really helping us. And we're
DD5, Mike and Lissa out there.
And DD5, Drifting Dreamers.
Yep.
We want a big thank you out there for them too.
So
we just want a big thank you, guys.
So let you know what so far your donations have helped do so far. So far, we've been able to pay for a lot of her medications because she basically has no insurance. So we've been able to help a lot with the medications and gas and stuff like that for her sister to help her get her around, take her around, and helping her with the kids. And now the church has stepped up out there, and they have been taking the kids after they get out of school in the evenings, and they've been kind of giving them some structured support. and you know, like getting them involved in activities and what have you like that to kind of help take their minds off of all this. And I got to tell you, folks, it's as a community, we can't thank you enough, really.
Exactly.
So, you know, the donations have really helped take the burden off us and her sister and her as well. You know, because our coaches, you know, she doesn't make that much money. I mean, she's been really devoting a lot of her time and what have you to that. So, believe it or not, when you got a 2-hour ride, where they live is kind of like where, you know, some of the homesteaders live. It's like, you know, an hour pretty much to go anywhere out there, and that's the fact that she has to go back and forth to Oklahoma City to the doctors. That takes a toll on things. So.
Oh yeah. So it's been
it's really helped a lot,
really
y'all.
helped.
You just don't even
and
know.
we really appreciate all of it.
So
all of it, and thank you guys.
So the doctors now, the last word we got was last night, and
we're waiting for
the doctors. The doctors want to try this treatment on her, but they have to get approved for some insurance of some type. Like I don't know if it's through the state or if it's through some kind of charity or whatever like that, but they want to get her approved for that. So they're waiting on that because they're going to try a couple of different things than the standard and normal, and they're hoping maybe they can make some kind of difference. But
at least make it a little longer, you know, prolong it and everything. So that would be really.
I mean, right now they're not giving us. Good Lord, the ants. Right now they're not giving us a big. What's the word I'm looking for? They're they're not saying there's a huge possibility of changing anything, but on the same note, we're not just gonna lay down and just say, okay, I accept whatever they say. You know what I mean? And the doctors are not being that way either. They're actually trying to do what they can.
And we appreciate that.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
You know, shoot, I've been through a few wrecks in my life. You know, I've had a 10-ton boulder dropped on a dump truck I was in, and you know, messed me up pretty good there. And you know, I hit a semi broadside in my Bronco, and you know, between all of that and the military, yeah, I should have been dead a long time ago. So evidently I'm here for a reason, and I'm hoping that the good Lord finds a way to keep her here for a reason.
Exactly.
So anyway, again, just thank you everyone for all the love, support, prayers. Everything has really been making a difference in our world, and we wanted to thank you again for that.
Exactly. That's a big thanks.
Now if we can just get moved out there, so we can
that
be
would
a little closer and help a little more with the kids and all that, that would help. Even though we're going to be moving, you know, at least 4 or 5 hours away, it's better than 18 hours away that we're at right now.
Exactly.
So
that would be a good thing.
And update on the transmission on the truck. Well, the guy actually has the transmission built, was on his way down here. He was just going to bring it to us because he had a couple of more transmissions to bring down in this area. So he thought, well, instead of, you know, spending the $300 for the shipping, he would just bring it here and get him a little vacation at the same time, and get him a little break from his world, you know. And 400 miles out away from his house, this truck breaks down, leaves him sitting on the side of the road. It was some type of electrical issue, and he never could find it. So he gets the truck back home. He calls me up last night and says, man, truck starts right up now, runs fine, runs perfect. He said, I've been wiggling all the wires, every wire I can find. I got the whole dash apart. He said, I can't find anything wrong with the truck, and the truck is running perfect. So evidently there was a reason he was not supposed to make that trip. So, you know, and the way I see stuff like that, folks, is, you know, if stuff like that happens to you in the world, there's a reason for it. Okay, yep. There's a reason that he was not supposed to come down here. Who knows? That little breakdown thing might have saved him a major accident, and you know, who knows what could have happened.
That's true.
But, you know, that's the way I like to look at things. If my stuff breaks down, evidently I'm not supposed to go there. You know, especially if it's something crazy like that, just stops running out of the blue. So, whenever you have a breakdown or something like that, folks, think about it like that instead of instead of getting all angry and, you know, and upset and and rattled by it, just understand that, you know, the world has another purpose for that particular day for you, and whatever that purpose may be, you may not see it right then, and you may not see it for a couple of days, but there's a reason for it.
That is true. And keep your head up.
Yeah, so we try to like to live that way. I mean, this whole deal with the kiddo is you got to tell you, I shut down for a couple of days over it, and I'm still a little overwhelmed by the whole thing. I think, you know, there's still part of it that's rattling me pretty good. You know, I kind of feel helpless, like, you know, we don't have enough money yet to get out there. And I still have my VA stuff I got to deal with to, you know, so that we've got a little bit of income when we do get there, at least to support ourselves. Until, you know, my name and everything gets around to where, like, you know, with my business here, you know, I've been doing this for so long here that, you know, my name gets out there and I got regular customers that take care of me. So that's, you know, when you move to a new state like that, you know, you got to start all over with all that again. So, and, you know, so I'm hoping maybe my VA benefits will come through and I'll be able to get that taken care of there, and we'll have enough to, you know, keep us sustained until, you know, one of us can either find another job or my business, the word gets out there that I can, you know, what I can do and what have you. So that's kind of our plan right as of now.
Yep.
Now, yeah,
they're starting to get me.
They seem to.
Well, we've been on here 16 minutes, and we really want to just make this one a little bit short, not too long.
But just tell y'all where things stand, and
exactly,
you know, and let you know about the kiddo and our thanks and all that for everyone.
Exactly.
And you know, be honest with you, folks, I really hated even starting a GoFundMe or even asking anyone for any kind of help. But at this point, I kind of, if you ever get to a point where you kind of feel helpless in the world, like, you know, there's nothing you can do. I can't help her financially, you know, because we're trying to get our stuff, you know, going for out there, and you know, I just it's humbling. I got to tell you that it's humbling when you have to humble yourself to even ask for help like that. I really hated doing it, but I felt like I had no choice. Like I had to do something, you know, for my kid. And so anyway, thank you, everyone. And even if you can't donate anything, send a prayer. You know, we will take all of those. Share it with somebody that, you know, that maybe can't afford to help, you know, with $1 or a dime, you know. And believe it or not, those dimes make a difference. Those add up. You know, we've had quite a few donations of 10 cents here and 10 cents there, and you know, I'm telling you, it adds up real fast, and it helps. It makes a huge difference in our world. So, anyway, again, yeah, I know I rattled on again, but it's kind of passionate to me, you know, kind of passionate about it, should I say? Damn, I can't even get my words out right today. Well, what's White Rock say? My buddy Jason out there at White Rock says they're just words. Words are so hard.
Sometimes they are.
And Jason at White Rock, Jason and Terry, y'all, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, man. Yes. I know I give you a hard time about your stuff sometimes, but it's all in good fun, brother. You know, we truly do appreciate you, and you just don't even know how much we're looking forward to coming out there and meeting you and hanging out, man. And, you know, as a fellow veteran, and just, you know, good people, you know.
So, all right, guys.
So, anyway.
What we're going to do is we're going to stop it right here, and we're going to say, have a good day, and, you know, help somebody if you can.
Yeah. Go out and do something nice for somebody today. And if you can't do anything nice for somebody today, do something nice for yourself. But always just remember, man, we take care of each other in the world. Live that way. I promise you, it comes back tenfold. All right?
All right, guys.
We love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.